Good morning, ladies. My name is Jordana, and I'm the founder of the Up Your Veg Facebook group and movement. Um, I want to acknowledge and honor everyone here today who is taking the time out to really invest in your personal growth and your self care. And today's conversation is really about self care. Um, so I'm just gonna maybe wait a minute and see if uh, we have, just give everybody a minute to come on, and then I'll get started. So if you're here, just, write a comment and say hi so I know um, who is here and who's not. And in a few minutes, we'll get started with a little meditation, a little breathing exercise before we get into the good stuff. Okay, so we're going to get started with a little breathing exercise. So we can take a few minutes to really acknowledge and honor ourselves by relaxing our body, doing some deep breathing, and opening up our minds to have space for faith. Because having even just a little bit of faith in ourselves can really start the process. Hi, Ashley. I already got started. So I'm going to be doing a little breathing exercise to really bring in faith. Like that's what this is really about. It's about bringing an open mind and faith to what we're really capable of, and really believing that we can step into our power and take back our bodies. So I'm gonna, let's just close our eyes and just take some deep breaths. Let's relax our body, loosen up all the muscles. Let's open our minds and really bring in the faith. I really love the mantra, I can. I am. I will. One more time. I can. I am. I will. So mindset work is really about retraining our brain. And it's something I'm really obsessed with because I think it just helps so much in so many areas of our lives, and specifically in this case, taking back our bodies, and believing that we can step into our power and really that we're capable of anything. So okay, thank you, ladies. Now I'm really here to talk to you today about the power of vegetables to restore our body to its natural weight. I believe that prioritizing eating vegetables is the number one self-care that we can gift our bodies. Veggies have incredible powerful vitamins and minerals that help our body thrive. And when our body has what it needs to thrive, it really no longer craves the processed food and sugar that really holds our body back and our mind. So my story is one that I think that too many women can identify with, and I'm really here today because I want to change that. So all of my life, from about the age of 10, where I started an emotional eating journey, through to 2 pregnancies, I really struggled with my weight. And I tried all the diets, I counted calories, I did weight loss programs on both online and off, and hardcore exercise. And I've been to a nutritionist as well. And for all those years, I was really just unhappy in my body. I never understood why I couldn't just stay put in my natural body weight. And I really just felt helpless and overwhelmed, um, which caused me a lot of anxiety. And bouncing up and down on the scale and needing, feeling that I needed to be hungry in order to lose weight was my normal. And now that, and we'll get into all of that, but what really changed for me and why I'm bringing all of this to you is because I have a daughter now who's 2.5, and I don't want her to have that anxiety growing up the same way that I did. And I really believe that my message is the best way to help her and so many other women and girls growing up never have to experience that kind of anxiety around food and their weight again. So after my second pregnancy, I'm 38 now and I have two small kids. One is age 6 and one is 2.5. In both my pregnancies, I gained 25 kilo each. And after my second pregnancy, I really just sat down and had a big think about, everything I learned in my 25-year journey to just stay put in my natural body weight. And there was really one common thread that I found, which is that veggies are free. I don't know about you ladies, but if you've been on Weight Watchers, if you've counted calories, if you've gone to nutritionists, you've probably heard the same message, right? So the thing is that when I really processed the message, I understood that if I can just learn to make my veggies so delicious and really like just sex them up, then in addition to all the other whole foods that I knew I was supposed to be eating in moderation because I had been to the nutritionists and they'd already told me, how much healthy carbs to eat, how much protein, how much nuts and oils that I was supposed to eat in moderation, that I could really eat as many veggies as I want, and then I would never be hungry. So it's really about taking this idea of like veggies are free to understanding that like you don't need to just eat, a small amount of veggies the way that when you go to a restaurant, they put, a small amount of veggies on your plate and then suffer like and be hungry in order to lose weight. But rather, like if veggies are free, you can eat as many veggies as you want. And what I found is that 8 to 10 cups of veg a day is between what I need and what other women need in order not to be hungry and in order to, get back into their natural body weight. So that's where my journey really began to sex up my veg. I really made it a project to learn how to cook delicious vegetables, from playing with textures and flavors to exploring different spices and recipes from all around the world. I've traveled a lot in my life, so I had tasted all these, flavors in Morocco and India and Italy and France and, all the good food. So I know what it should taste like, but I just applied all of those spices and sauces and everything to vegetables. And what I really discovered in the process is that I really just fell in love with vegetables. And I found that if I ate about 8 to 10 cups a day of delicious veggies and all other whole foods in moderation, that I was so satisfied with my meals. I had amazing energy. I didn't crave processed foods or sugar. And in a matter of a few months, all the weight from that, the 25 kilo from that pregnancy fell off. Where in my first pregnancy, it took me a year, not knowing this information, to maybe lose to lose 2/3 of the weight. So it took me a year in my first pregnancy to lose 2/3 of the weight. I never accomplished getting back into my natural body weight. I then got pregnant again and lost all of the weight in a matter of a few months simply by applying what I'm sharing with you today. And I never went back. And that's what for me was the most mind-blowing. So I want to explain a little bit about what I did so that you can really understand what I mean by sexing up your veg. So I put the focus on what we can eat instead of what we shouldn't be eating. And when I focused on eating as many veggies as I want, I started to open up a whole new world of creative ways to cook and eat that I never really would have imagined before. Like, I just didn't know this stuff was out there. So I'll give you like a few examples so you can understand what I mean. So if, for example, you feel like you love pasta and it's something that, you don't want to give up in your life. So, I also love pasta. So what I did was I found out that there's something called a spiralizer, which is this machine that you can either get manually or electric. And you can take vegetables like zucchini or sweet potato or squash or whatever, vegetable that's that kind of texture, put it through the spiralizer and create veggie noodles. And then you can have like a zoodle marinara, for example, which is absolutely delicious. I mean, it really to me tastes like, and I've been to Italy and I've been to the north of Italy and eaten in like mom and pop homemade pasta restaurants, and to me it tastes like, just as fresh as a homemade pasta in Italy by like an Italian mama. And for example, if you love lasagna, so I create veggie sheet lasagna. So like eggplant and sweet potato and zucchini as sheets instead of using lasagna sheets. And also, if you love cheese, which many people have an intolerance to, you can create a vegan cheese at home with just like simple ingredients that you have in your cupboard. And all of these recipes, by the way, are on the Facebook group if you want to join us to get them. So really, everything's possible. And since I adopted this eating lifestyle, all my food anxiety disappeared. I can eat as much as I want, and I don't need to check the scale. Because I know that my body's getting the vitamins and minerals that it needs to thrive and to return to my natural body weight and just stay in it. So what I really want to share with you today is that a simple mindset shift around food can empower us to take back our body and step into our power as a woman. And really, if we can do that, I truly believe that we can do anything. So the first thing I recommend that we do to change our mindset shift around, to have a mindset shift around food, is to really bring pleasure back into our body, mind, and the kitchen. So we need to retrain our bodies to believe that in order to have and keep the delicious body Mother Earth blessed us with, we don't need a diet, we don't need a calorie counter, a meal plan, or a coach. We really just need a new best friend, which is really vegetables, and literally 8 to 10 cups of veggies a day. So the power of veggies to restore our body to its natural weight is unlike anything else that exists on this planet. And if you're not used to eating a lot of veg, it may take some getting used to. But I promise after a few days, it becomes like second nature. And it's really the most delicious way of living life. So choosing to eliminate processed food from our diet and sugar and replacing it with Mother Earth's healing gifts, vegetables, allows you to step into your power and take on the role of a veggie goddess. Mother Earth blessed us with delicious vegetables, and she wants us to feed our body with these things and really like accept her beautiful and delicious gifts. So I know that the power of veggies to restore our body to its natural weight is unlike anything else that exists on this planet because I experienced it, and I know that we can all return to the natural, delicious body Mother Earth intended for us simply by accepting these gifts. So I want to share with you a little bit about what it feels like to live this kind of sex up your veg lifestyle. So for example, like I never feel hungry. I eat as much as I want, really until my tummy's satisfied. And I always feel light after because I'm not eating like these heavy things. So I can have a huge plate, like in a restaurant, for example, you see, huge plates of food. Like I supersize everything, but I supersize the veggies and put all the other whole foods in moderation. So, and I never weigh myself anymore because I know, I have no more anxiety around my weight, or around food. And also like I've had like so many improvements in my skin and my mood and my energy. It's really amazing. But really the thing that I value the most is that I really feel like I stepped into my power and become a role model, to my husband, to my kids, and to my friends. In fact, the group was born because I was helping a friend, who wanted to return to her natural body weight and really change her eating habits. When I shared with her this information, it just helped her so much, and she really stepped into her power. And when I saw how powerful it was, I just said, like, we need to share this with everybody. Like, this is what I want for my kids and, for my daughter, and everyone should have access to this information. So really, this lifestyle is about positive mindset shifts. There's really no rules. It's just about beliefs. And some of the mindset shifts I've adopted that I want to share with you are that veggies are really our best friend and processed food is not. And by replacing processed food with 8 to 10 cups of veg a day, and delicious veggies, right, your unwanted weight can fall off quickly and naturally. And a little bit about like bringing pleasure into the kitchen. So like obviously, there's a lot of work when you have to chop and, cook like all these delicious veggies. It does take a lot of time. And, many times we might feel like, oh, we don't want to do the work. So for example, I bring in like my favorite music into the kitchen all the time. I love Beyonce. I listen to We Run the World. And it really makes me feel powerful in the kitchen because I know that, this is my self-care. Okay. Like the time in the kitchen that I'm spending is my self-care, and I really value that. So I bring in the music, and I just get into like a good mindset around that. Another mindset shift that I love is that I've got veggies on my mind and my mind on my veggies. Um, and yes, yeah, Elle, I hear you, and I see you. I will definitely share a link to the group when I'm finished here, and I'll give you the name. So what does it mean to have veggies on your mind? Like, I'm obsessed with vegetables, roasted, grilled, sauteed, spiralized. It really doesn't matter. Like, I just really love them all. And I'm especially obsessed with sexing up my veg to create variety, extraordinary new flavors and textures. Um, so in our group, which is called Sex Up Your Veg, it's Y-U-R, not Y-O-U-R, we share scrumptious recipes, sexy five-star veggie dishes, 5-minute go-to meals and snacks, really just to keep us enjoying veg like day and night. And we also do mindset work there. So it's really about getting our brain on our side. There's no more fictional stories about what we can or can't do. It's really about stepping into our power over our mind and body. And by eating loads of veggies, we really train our taste buds to love and appreciate Mother Earth's gifts, making it really easy to say no to foods that don't help our body thrive. So, what I love about this lifestyle, thank you, Tanya, thank you. I'm glad it's inspiring for you. Um, what I really love about this lifestyle is that when you eat 8 to 10 cups of veg a day, there's actually no room for all the other, processed foods and sugars, and the cravings are gone. Like when your body has the minerals and vitamins that it needs, it doesn't ask you for the things that it doesn't need anymore. And by the way, we have nutritionists on the group that share this information about why we have sugar cravings, how to eliminate them, by eating the things that our body actually needs to thrive, that it's the minerals your body are asking for that it's missing, and you can find those in vegetables, in seaweed, and in plant-based food. So, if you're on the page, you'll really get amazing nutritional information from these amazing nutritionists who are joining us in spreading this message. So I created the group because I'm really tired of watching women obsess over their weight, and I really want to help people step into their power. So if you decide to join us in the group, together we'll really bring pleasure and power back into our mind, body, and kitchen. Okay, ladies, I think we've gone over our time, so I'm going to wrap it up and just thank everyone for, taking time to invest in yourselves, really invest in your personal development, in your self-care, and join our group. It's Sex Up Your Veg, so it's Sex Up Y-U-R Veg, V-E-G. And, we're there every day giving valuable information, having so much fun, sharing amazing recipes. And I really think that this mindset shift can change not just your body and mind, but your life. So I'm looking forward to seeing everyone there, and I will put the link in the live right after this. Okay. Thank you, ladies. Have a great day. Bye.